Hello, my name is Jamie King, and this is my Diversity Awareness Initiative proposal. I will start out first by talking about the company that I have chosen, which is Dick's Sporting Goods. Dick's was founded in 1948 by an 18-year-old named Dick Stack. He was working at an Army surplus store when his grandmother gave him $300 from her cookie jar and told him to start his own. Dick took that money and his work ethic and opened up a bait and tackle shop, and by 1958 he had expanded his product line to clothing and all things sports related, so basically what you see in the store now. The company is now nationwide and has grown to about 620 stores and has over 35,000 employees. As a large Fortune 500 company, Dick's needed to not only be able to recruit diverse talent to run its stores, but it also needs to appeal to the masses. Their human resources department grew from 1 employee to over 150 employees in those 15 years, and I was a lucky member of the team up until about 2 months ago. I worked there for about 6 years. While they have designated training and development teams within the human resources department, the diversity training is not something that's ever been offered. Stores are generally staffed with diverse employees by nature of being located across the globe. The nation. However, the corporate office is staffed with employees that pretty much match the stats of the city in which it resides, which is in Western PA. Per the chart below, you can see that almost 90% of the residents there are white and 72% of those are religious. Of those 72%, 70% of that religious group is Catholic. Also of note, the median household income is pretty high at about $75,000. At Dick's, there's mostly educated male executive staff. They're all white. They're all in their 40s or early 50s. It wasn't until even about a few years ago that they added a single woman to the board of directors. So we have a bunch of homogeneous leaders at a corporate managing a diverse crew of over 35,000 people. Diversity training is definitely essential for Dick's Sporting Goods. So my proposed diversity training will consist of 3 parts. First is the diversity executive briefing. In this training, I want to target Dick's top executives. This program will highlight the benefits of diversity and inclusion and relate them to the organization's priorities, which is generally the bottom line. Included will be, just the business rationale of why it's important to be diverse and why to include. They will come away hopefully with an understanding of why it's important to hire a diverse team, as well as some skills for managing those diverse teams once we get them. The second training course I want to offer will be centered on unconscious bias. So an unconscious bias can affect hiring, promotions, role placements, evaluations, dismissals, even customer service, which ultimately affects sales and our bottom line. This will be a mandatory course for all of our employees or all of their employees. Employees will get a chance to learn to become more self-aware and also learn a few tools, again, to overcome or hopefully filter any biases that they may have, so that all current and potential employees feel welcome and that they're capable of effectively working with all employees and the customers. Lastly, I want to create a course with a target audience strictly of human resources and maybe some management, hiring managers. This course will provide tools hopefully to recruit, hire, train, promote, retain, all those people who were traditionally discriminated against. So I'm looking at women, different racial ethnic minorities, veterans, LGBT community members, and many more. Some resources that I found that'll help me with my initiatives. The first one here consists of numerous peer-reviewed papers and articles regarding many centric themes about culture, one of which is the importance of diversity training. One paper in particular by Donna Stringer focuses on all of the aspects of diversity training with a real focus on humanities. The second one that I found discusses more of the biological expressions of racism and inequality. Hopefully this source will prove useful in truly understanding the role our biological makeup plays in the workplace. And then the last one that I found, the author looks at managing diversity through a sociology lens. He looks at behaviors and origin and also focuses on some social change through his narrative. So the interdisciplinary lens that I want to look through, ultimately I want to look through a few lenses, but I'll probably focus the most on sociological. I believe that's where Dix requires the most work. Many of the Dix employees come from a background where everybody is white, everybody knows each other, everybody is mid to high level earners, and they've really not been exposed to other races and other cultures. So I think a big part of it will be to make sure that we communicate effectively with them and that we're educating them as to why this is important. And then lastly, here are some of the major goals I want to achieve within my plan here. That the purpose of the three-pronged diversity training that targets all of the employees is to create and maintain a positive work environment. I want similarities as well as differences to be valued and utilized by the associates or employees as well as the leadership. And I want Dix employees and future employees to move beyond just a mere, tolerance and more to embracing and actually celebrating our differences. So that is my presentation. I look to truly get started and roll this out.